All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They give it to him again. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Another carry for him. Along the right sideline, there's space. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's Cowboy 19, 18. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 79 Broncos.
Daniels going to throw to get us started. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60. Panther Street. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Panther 60.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He was brought down by
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
19 Tiger, Cup 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go. 70 Rangers. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here he goes, third and long. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. And they're going to go. It's Daniels. And they got home. Sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
All set to go now from the 35. They'll run here on first down. And he's going to set him up all the way down at that 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas. And you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
What is up?
Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 13-0 lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Right up the gut. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Timberwolves.
Daniels back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Working quickly here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to the well again. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Nice cut back. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 20-zip lead.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
On the gun, it's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, 18, 5 in.
3rd and long for him here. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here we go, set. Panthers 50, Panthers 50, 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19.
Here's Daniels on 4th down. All in left side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
70, trap 60, trap 60. Top below 18.
Daniels throwing on third. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Ready? 70, Timberwolf. With Ryan.
4th down, pass coming. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Back-to-back carries here. Still has some space inside the 35. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, break.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 19 Tigers.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
60 by 6.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
79 Broncos. Bronco 80. Tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good for a Washington 1st down. A gain of 15.
Panthers 60.
And the Commanders 1st down.
19, 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Here's Daniels. Vacates quickly left side. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here we go.
Second down and 10. Daniels gets it to him on the screen. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
Got it. At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Thrown back, gets the handoff. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. First and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
To throw, Daniels. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This will be a 44-yard look. Sanders sends it through, and that lowers the gap to 25 points. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Cavaliers. Ready.
Give now to the running back. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Liking 18. Pioneer.
Throwing now, Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hey, smash Broncos! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
They'll throw, third and long. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
So fourth down, on heads, Braden Mann for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. That one's around him. He's got space. It's a foot race. There he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half.
He just keeps scoring and scoring and scoring it. Look at the juice he showed on touchdown number 4. He actually looks like he's getting stronger and faster as this game goes along. Just wow.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Go. Bronco 80. Cougar 19. 19. Tiger 19.
Now Daniels to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
What is up?
Trying the right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to him. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another carry for him. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Back to the well again. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
To number 3. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Falcons football, and they hold a commanding advantage in this one. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Williams throwing on 4th. It is cut left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And some nice running there. Gets him 8. 3rd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. On 4th down, it's Williams. And They will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons continue adding on to that lead.
Commanders 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go, Scott. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Cut 19, cut 19. Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Pioneer.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 37 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here from the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Commanders hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining.
Got it. Ready?
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Red. Cougar 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready?
From the gun, here's a handoff. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Down. 70 Timberwolves.
Now give left side. He dodged the tackle. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
The tackle made.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll run it here on third down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Taken down right.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate. 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And at this point, you may as well go for it every chance, right? They're leaving the offense out there.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Desperation time here. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Line up the design keeper. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.